What's going on, everybody? Jay the Black here. I am back with another video. We're going to continue to talk about what's going on in sports and entertainment, which I do a lot on this channel. I do some other type of videos as well. But if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe with that notification bell. Also, make sure you go down into the description box. The first link that you will see is to a new sponsor to the channel. Shout out to Car Marshall. Make sure you click that link. Go support the channel. Go, and check them out. All right. The first link you see will be to Car Marshall. All right. Now, this video is going to be about A-Rod, and it's another example about why professional athletes, and I have said this, should never get married while they're in their prime playing career, because this is when women are going to marry you and they're going to divorce you, especially if they don't love you. Women who love you will stick it out. Besides, you're not even at home that much. She understands your lifestyle. She can't just get married to you and not understand your lifestyle. She understands you're going to be gone half of the year. But in this situation, A-Rod wants a reduction in his child support. He has been paying over $100,000 a month since 2008. So for the last 8 years, people, he's been paying $112,000 a month. Imagine how much that is a year. But he wants a reduction now for a couple of reasons. One, because he says that his income drastically dipped from $30 million a year to $3 million a year. And he wants a reduction. And he has said that was the agreement that they made, that that they would come back to the negotiating table and would negotiate it down once he had retired. A-Rod's been retired for a couple of years now. He's doing coverage on, I believe, ESPN now, right? He was at Fox, but now he's at ESPN. And she hasn't been willing to come to any terms with him. Now this woman is in a new relationship. She has a fiance. No, before that, let me get to where she is now. He's now saying that she has, this is according to TMZ, that she's now rich. She has 3 homes, multiple cars. She has a degree in psychology, but she refused to work. Now, here's the article here from TMZ. It says, Alex Rodriguez says enough is enough. He's been paying his ex-wife a king's ransom for a decade. His income has plummeted. She's now rich, and he wants his support payments drastically reduced. Sources connected to A-Rod tells us the former Yankee has been locked in a spousal custody support war with Cynthia Skirtis for months. He's been paying $100,000 a month. There's another number. Anyway, I'm looking at 5 different things at one time. He's basically been paying $100,000 a month tax-free in combined spousal support and child support since they divorced in 2008. They have 2 daughters. One's 13 and one's 10. Which it makes it very interesting because he's been paying child support and spousal support since they were little girls, okay? They still little girls, but when they were real little. We're told the agreement was always meant to be adjusted when A-Rod retired from the Yankees. A-Rod claims his income has dropped by 90% from $30 million a year while he was with the Yankees to around $3 million a year now. Our sources say Alex is especially vexed because he claims Cynthia is now a rich woman with millions in the bank, 3 homes, and multiple cars. And he also says she has a master's degree in psychology, but she refuses to work. A lot of these women who's collecting money from their exes, a lot of them are lazy. They were lazy when they went into the relationship, and they were lazy during the relationship, and they were lazy after the relationship. Now, I don't know what he particularly saw in her because they were only married for about 6 years. They were only married for about 6 years. And this was during the time he went from the Texas Rangers to the New York Yankees. And that's when she divorced him, or they divorced each other, whatever. She didn't even stay in it that long. This is exactly why we need to follow the Derek Jeter model. The Derek Jeter model is to be a bachelor throughout your whole playing career. Don't be in no serious relationships. Don't move her into your house. Nothing like that. Don't have no kids out of wedlock. Then once you've retired, you invest your money, then you look to settle down. But A-Rod wanted to marry her. Let's see. A-Rod says the expenses for his 2 kids are somewhere between $7,000 a month to $12,000 a month. Yet he's willing to pay $20K a month plus expenses for the kids, including tuition. We're told Cynthia is negotiating, but wants nearly $50,000 a month, so the ex-couple is at an impasse. And it just, to me, it just doesn't make any sense. She also has a new kid with a new man who is her fiance, and A-Rod is basically, he feels like he's taking care of them. He's taking care of this whole family, not only his 2 daughters, but a dude who probably makes way less money than A-Rod does now, even now, makes way less money, who's probably living in her house. How many of y'all want to bet that A-Rod's ex, Cynthia Scurtis, is engaged to a guy who's living with her, who's living in her house, probably driving one of her cars? That's what happens in these situations. These women have been making money, living a good lifestyle off of their ex-husbands, but they will disrespect their ex-boyfriends, their ex-husbands, every opportunity that they get. Men have built infrastructure in this country, and they fund the lifestyles of these wannabe socialites. Every Real Housewives show that you see on TV, a man is bankrolling that. Now, you may have a few women who are funding themselves, but that's a very small group of women. A very small group. And with all the opportunities that women have these days, they're still going to their exes, not begging them, but trying to drain more money out of them. She knew good and well that after his playing career, he wanted a reduction in child support. This was an agreement that they already made. But she did not want to, she wanted to continue to get as much as she was getting. She wants 50 grand now, but it probably wasn't like that a year ago. She probably wanted more than that. I think that child support, due to the fact that she's in a new relationship, due to the fact that she has multiple homes, she has multiple cars, which shows you that she is not desperate, she's not destitute, she's not broke. She has the opportunity to go get employment, to start her. Do y'all know that she could have took a portion of that money and started a business, and she didn't even do that? I don't see it here in the article. Maybe y'all know more than me. But she took the opportunity to have another child with another dude who doesn't make the same amount of money as A-Rod. Her circumstances have changed, and she still does not. A-Rod has never bashed this woman publicly, never said anything bad about her, let her continue to milk him for money even after his Major League Baseball career was done. And she still expects to get close to 6 figures for spousal support and child support. Now, I understand A-Rod was saying that he was basically paying more than he should for his 2 daughters to make sure they have everything that they need, which is what he should do as a father. He has that obligation to do so, but he ain't got to fund her lifestyle. And I'm sick and tired of women talking about women empowerment and how women can do everything a man can do, but you're living off of a man. Every opportunity that you have was given to you. You were promoted because you're a female. You didn't get those opportunities because of how hard you worked. It's because of how hard you worked at Kizak. But you got those opportunities because he wifed you up. He didn't wife up any other woman besides you. And you couldn't even last more than 4 years or 6 years. This is exactly why, if you're an athlete or if you're in the prime earning years of your life, Do not get married, because you're going to be in a situation where you're distracted. You're going to be in a situation with a woman who's lazy, a woman who doesn't even like you like that. She likes your money. And the first opportunity that she gets to leave, she's going to leave because she don't really like you like that. You're just another paycheck to her. That's what she sees you as. I believe his child support should be reduced. I honestly don't believe she should get any more spousal support. She's been getting $100K a month since 2008. I think they should reduce it down to $15,000 to $20,000 a month, 10 grand each for the girls. To go to them. This woman is living good off of his money, and I can understand why he's tired of it. But I can also say to him, listen, man, I know that you paid her this because you wanted her to go away. You didn't want her to be a nuisance. But she should have been able to be, an honest enough person to say, you know what? Let's lower it down. As long as you pay me enough money to take care of their tuition, to buy them what they need, that's fine. But this woman is in a new relationship, y'all. She's about to be married to another man. She already has a child with that guy. And she still is collecting money from A-Rod. And she thinks that's okay. You got a man who's in that situation who thinks it's okay for a woman to be milking her ex. Listen, if I ever was to marry a woman who has a child with another man, and I'm looking at the situation from the outside looking in, and I'm seeing how she's literally soaking up this man's money and resources when she really doesn't need it, and she's not really doing nothing with it, I'm gonna say, listen, don't do that. Let it go, okay? Reduce the child support, get what you need and not what you want. Because I couldn't be in that situation as a man and be okay with this woman collecting all this money from this man, knowing this man does not make the same amount of money as he did before. Why? Because you like nice things, you like the finer things in life. I don't respect any man who puts himself in a situation to be with a woman who wants to sit there and live off of her ex, even though she badmouths him, even though she's no longer with him. Because that makes me look at her kind of sideways.